Here with Leo Young, second in the 1500 tonight. Big PR. Take us through the race. How'd you feel out there?
It was a good race out there. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I raced back on Wednesday at NCAAs and was pretty upset about not making it to the final. So I didn't know what to expect going into this, but we went out there. The pacer was great. I kind of got pushed out to the back, which wasn't ideal, but like any 1500, the key is to remain calm. So I really just tried to do that for the first 1,000 meters or so of the race. And then I remember probably around, 600 to go, 550 to go, I started moving out. I heard Craig Engels yelling at me. He was like, move out, go, get around. And I'm like, hey, if he's telling me to go around, I got to go around. So then I really started moving around and tried to set myself up in a decent position going in 400 to go. I mean, you never want to have to run the fastest last lap. And as it was, I was coming from behind, so I already knew I was going to have to put in a pretty intense last 500 if I wanted to run well. But I got pretty far up towards the end, and then it was just about fighting with people, riding the rhythms of the race, not slowing down, not having to be too aggressive, not having to rapidly accelerate, anything like that, maintain your energy pretty well. And that's exactly what I tried to do. I went around 200 to go. I couldn't get the leader, which was frustrating. I really wanted to. He ran a great race, unbelievable, especially that last 100. I thought I might have him, but he had an extra gear that I wasn't able to get, but it was a great race. And 335 high, pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm pleased with that. It's a significant PR. It's not where I wanted to be, but also where I want to be in college is I want to get the Stanford school record, which is 335.12 back in the early 2000s. And that was 335 high. That was a goal that I have set for my collegiate career. I didn't realize it would be possibly in sight tonight. I didn't get it, but that just fuels the fire and makes me realize that I absolutely can get it. So I'm pleased.
Time left,
yeah.
Hey, what's your reaction to what Nico did in Oslo?
Oh, Nico's crazy. I mean, is that guy even human? I don't know. I'm surprised I'm related to him because he's so quick. But at the same time, it's empowering because it reminds me, I see his work ethic. I see what he puts in. A lot of people, it's you see someone run fast and people dismiss it. Oh, they're old or they're doping or they're just talented. It's okay, he's talented, but he works so hard. So I know how he got there, which means that I also know how to get there. And knowing how he got there makes me believe that I could potentially get there someday too. So it's really empowering.
Awesome. Talk about NCAAs a little bit. Did the prelims, was it a different kind of race that you were expecting?
Not really. I mean, NCAAs is something of a dice roll. I mean, they say it every time. You could put all the names in a hat and pull any 12 and out of the 24, and you've got about as good a shot as the race itself for predicting who's going to get through. I mean, you've got the collegiate record holder who doesn't make it through. You've got Colin Solomon who doesn't make it through. You've got all these favorites who aren't even making it through. And that's just that's part of the game, but that's what tactical racing is. You don't know what to expect. You put yourself in that heat, and you can be as fit as you want, but if you don't play your cards right, it doesn't matter because you're not going to get through. I mean, people were reflecting on, especially the Heat 1, where it was okay, you let all these 800 specialists be in a slow heat and you wonder why they got through. My heat was we knew we were going to get 7 guys through because we were already going fast, but it still was fast. I mean, my last 800 was only a second off my PR in the 800. So it's just a crazy game, and if you don't play your cards right, I don't think I played my cards right, you don't get through, and that's just the end of the day. That's what happens. But at the same time, last year I didn't even make it out of regionals. This year I made it out of regionals. I didn't get to the final. That was disappointing, but it's more wood in the fire, and it's going to get me fueled up for next year, and I'm excited. I mean, the season's been good. I've ended on a better note than I expected, which actually makes me a little bit sad to have to be calling it here, because I want to run faster, want to run at USAs or want to run some of these summer races, but the truth is I'm not satisfied with my cross performances yet. I feel like cross has got the best of me. It's beat me up and it's spit me out, and I don't plan on letting that continue. So I've got to settle down and get ready for a good summer to train.
What do you think of the men's 1500 final at NCAAs, where you could have thrown a blanket across the top 8 guys?
Yes, you have no clue what's going to happen. That was insane. I mean, that was just... kudos to Nathan Green the way. That guy will race hard. And there was nothing I enjoyed more than seeing him dive and roll at the finish line, because that is a perfect testament to the kind of commitment it takes to be successful in the 1500 in the modern day. You need to be okay with falling. You need to be okay with, getting spiked up. You got to be okay with anything if you want to succeed in the current 1500 climate, and that was so fun to watch.
Do you see yourself as the NCAA champion next year or the years to come?
I don't know. I'm not one to make big statements like that. I will set myself high goals, and I usually keep those private. But what I will say is I will never limit myself, and I will never shoot for anything short of the stars, and I will absolutely aim for that. That is a goal, that's an aspiration. I don't know if I'll ever get that, but I do know I will never stop working for that. So I will give it everything I have to get as close to that as possible. And it's races like these where I surprise myself that gives me more hope, knowing that I can and knowing that my coach will set me up to do that.
What's next on your race docket?
Ooh. Well, I think that's going to be it for now. I think this is going to be the end of my outdoor season. It's been a good one. It's been better than I could have expected. It's brought me more excitement and more hope for the future seasons. But at the end of the day, it's been a long season. I haven't had a proper break since around this time last year. I got a little bit of time during the winter getting ready for track, but really I haven't gotten to collect my thoughts in quite a while now. I mean, especially with school, I haven't had a week free in I think something like 23 weeks or something since January. I put myself through a lot academically and physically, and I'm ready to calm down. I'm ready to reset. There's no races on the horizon, nothing outside of whatever we're gonna run in cross country. So it's gonna be about enjoying my summer, enjoying the sunlight, enjoying 2 weeks or so without running, and getting excited again, getting ready to switch gears from the 1500, which I love more than anything, to the 10K, which is something I hate, but I only hate because I'm not good at it. So I'll get good at it, and then I'm sure I'll love it. And that's gonna be the focus.
Congratulations on your race tonight.
Thank you.